One of the most inspiring places for me is the Washington Monument. For me, it's broadcasting. It's broadcasting the dream of America, broadcasting what we believe in. What do we believe in when we think of America? What does it mean to us? That's the question that I want you all to ask. And if that dream involves separation or unity, cooperation or a failure to connect. It's my experience that most people see America as a melting pot. And that's not just of colors and cultures. It's a melting pot of ideas. It's the mutual respect that we feel when we ponder what this place means that results in my optimism for this nation. That we'll find a way to listen and be heard and do what needs to be done to make the improvements that must be made. Behind me I have the Lincoln Memorial, my personal favorite. Something about this place and what it represents really speaks to me as to the real truth of what this nation is intended to be. People come from all over the country and the world to be inspired about what this place is, what it represents, the freedom that's in all of us, the freedom that we know is right, the equality of everybody, young, old, and noisy, and exuberant. It doesn't have to be austere in a way that's heavy. You should be proud to come to a place like this, to share in this moment. When we feel American. When we remember what it's like to be in awe of what we have created here. What does that man mean to you? I can tell you what he means to me. He means equality. He represents the best in all of us. A conscience-driven, truth-hungry seeker of freedom. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln. We're not done founding this nation. But we are thankful, aren't we, for the forefathers that created all this. They set it into motion. Look at all these kids inspired about the nation they live in. How cool is that, right? How wonderful is it to be here with me, pondering a nation that's not done being born. Be glad, America. Be glad for who we are, who we've become, and be glad for who we're becoming. We should be proud. We've got changes to make, but we'll make them, won't we? Because that is what this is all about. This experiment called democracy is ongoing. We wrote down ideas that we've been growing into, and we're not done. Especially as we find ourselves split in very profound ways, but ways that we can see beyond if we try. If we try to see the perspective of others, and it's true that we have a battle between good and evil, and that's not new. It's been around since the beginning. So choose wisely with your voting, choose wisely with your lifestyle, and think forward to the future for our children that we can all live with and they're going to have to live with. Lincoln was a war president, right? His country was divided. And the way that division ended was through bloodshed. And I pray in this moment that our division can be resolved based on the power of the heart. The power of compassion driving us forward to listen to each other. Because we each have a perspective that is unique and valid. And although they may appear to conflict, it is merely a point of view that is truth from that angle. So honor each other as we move forward towards an election. Honor those who honor you. Respect those who respect you. To reach out in compassion doesn't mean that you have to be a doormat for those who don't value who you are or who others are. You do not need to be a stereotypical American to be an American. We come in all shapes and sizes and colors and cultures, philosophical ideology and ways of being. We have gone forth and multiplied into many points of view. And what makes us American is that we choose to accept each other as we are, to respect each other as we are. It's my wish that the healing of this philosophical divide across our nation will be softened by an effort towards compassion, an effort towards being of a loving perspective that recognizes that unity is not just an idea, it's the truth of who we are. Finding a way to understand each other, despite the fact that other people's ways sometimes rub up against our ways. And that's where it's a little harder. But we have to reach deeper into ourselves, into that fundamental intention that we always had, to reach for an understanding of one another. We don't have to agree. We just have to keep reaching for connection, for seeing through another person's eyes, and begin to ask the questions that matter the most. What do you need? What do I need? Let's meet our needs first. Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of our neighbors and ourselves, one neighborhood at a time, finding a way to eat well and live well, to take care of our children, to educate all of our people based on truth. And in the process of discovering truth, the process of feeling truth and experimentally figuring out what is truth and how to research what is truth. Because there's a great deal of information that is not true. So being a little bit more discerning before we make assumptions is an awfully good start. Because this nation has to be founded on what is the truth. It has to be a meeting of the minds in recognizing that some truths are conditional based on your perspective. It doesn't make somebody wrong to disagree with you. However, they may discover a new thought process, and so may you. You may turn out to be wrong in your own eyes, as may they. But the freedom to acknowledge and accept is part of being an American human being. So keep being human, America. Keep reaching out for trust, reaching out for understanding and acceptance. Because together, we can make this dream work. Don't give up on America. And don't give up on what America represents. It's something that every human being on the surface of this earth deserves. We deserve to be free. We deserve to be at peace. We deserve to be respected. And we deserve love. So my prayer is that America will become more loving. That's what I stand for. To everybody. More forgiving. More standing for true justice, not just laws. And I stand for changes that are necessary to bring forth these ideals that so many before us have stood up for, only for us now to be standing in a turning point in history where we will either reclaim our power as individuals or coast on into a deepening bondage that isn't necessary. So people of the world, I stand here at the U.S. Capitol sending my love. My name is Brian Germain, and I love you all.
Peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding loud, glide on the peace train. Come on, peace train, holy roller. Everyone up on the peace train.